Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Inquisition. Slight change of plan tonight. Our guest had a last minute call away. Unfortunately, he can't make it tonight, so we're going to try and get him scheduled to come back on in or around July, August time. So just be me and Casey tonight. What we're thinking of doing is having a cheeky wee, me and him just chatting shite. And if people want to join us, throw in a request. If you entertain us within the 5 minutes, we'll keep you on. If not, you get kicked out. So kind of like X Factor, but for 40k. If anybody wants to rant about anything 40k, paint, non-40k, Star Wars, Marvel, your granny's next door neighbour's dog who keeps barking and keeping your granny up, or even if you want to moan about your granny, come on in. We'll let you join. You can have your 5 minutes and then you can fuck right off. How are we all doing today, people? Hey, Cat Rabbit. Hey, Like the Miniatures. Hey, Alessius Ward Games Factory. That's a mouthful. Hope you're all well tonight. What's the weather like where yous are? It's fucking scorching here. I am fucking camped in my living room, sweating like Jimmy Savile in a BBC changing room back in the 70s. Or sweating like he was in some of those hospital wars back in the 80s. So yeah, well, hopefully... Anybody want to guess how late Casey's going to be? I'm saying he's going to put a request in about 25 to, because he's probably forgot because he's a numpty. So yeah, I was in Scotland last week. It was good times. Dripping like an egg sandwich. Oh, you saucy man. Ricky, that is dirty. And I like it. Anybody, any holidays planned? I have just booked another holiday to go away in September, end of September, start of October. Can't wait. Fucking sweating like fucking Gary Glitter in a fucking top of the pops changing room here, or sweating when he put his PC in the PC world when you get caught with all the kiddie porn stuff. Dirty man. So I've not done any painting this week. Just been chilling, getting back to my usual hanging about the house, getting some jobs done because I was away for a few days seeing my wee mammy in Scotland. And then I fucking lost my phone, didn't I? Tenerife, boy! Yeah, boy! Fucking jumped, got the ferry back to Belfast, and I thought, I'm going to get the half 2 bus, because I would have to wait in Belfast to half 3 to get the half 3 bus, and I was like, no. So I jumped in a taxi. I think he ripped me off 20 quid, but jumped out the taxi, then realised I didn't have my phone. Then had to pay for a new bus ticket because my bus ticket was on the phone. I managed to borrow 2 phones to let my wife know to get me up in Derry. And then I managed to get my phone back. The taxi driver, somebody handed it in to the taxi driver, and I had to drive all the way up to Belfast. So for the sake of an hour on Sunday, it cost me a 4-hour round trip on Monday. Fucking fuming I was. But taste this rah. These things are meant to be. So yeah, got some AK paints there. Anybody used them? Are they good? Are they pish? I had a voucher there for my birthday, so I thought I would give AK a wee spin and basically see what they're like. You looking forward to your holiday in Tenerife, Lightning? Whereabouts in Tenerife are you going? Do you know yet? Is it just you and the missus, or are you taking a squad of Waynes with you as well? Or is it just you and your better half? Or is it just you yourself? Because you can go on holiday yourself. Well, I would want to do that. I would definitely get arrested for just prowling. But yeah, people go on holiday all the time. That's the for me. But we are going to Mallorca on the end of September, start of for a week. Can't wait, man. Absolutely can't wait. I'm now turned into a two-year holiday wanker. But yeah, that's me. So guys, anything in the chat? Anybody want to ask me anything? Why am I so good looking? Don't know. It just appears naturally. Anybody looking forward to anything coming up in the 40k or Age of Sigmar world? And what do you think about the Death Guard code? For a minute, Casey, but I'm not like that. Me, the missus, daughter and her boyfriend. Oh, North Tenerife. Oh, nice. There he is there. The power, the eagle. Fly, eagles, fly.
I don't think that's gay. No. Don't cancel me. You're in a different room.
No, I'm in the living room. I'm just not in my throne. Just now I'm actually just sitting in the couch.
Hey, I don't know what's going on with my sound.
So there's the usual spot, but I'm sitting here today. How are you, mate? How are you recovered from Saturday?
I can't hear you properly. Let me leave and come back.
Oh, please don't go. Hey, Silver Paints Minis, how are you? How are we keeping? Yes, but is it just a week you're going away for lightning? Anything planned? Look, yeah, I'm going away for a week. Looking forward to it, can't wait. Evening. So anybody watching the Man U game tonight? I'll try you again. Ugh. I could hear you fine. Maybe it was me. How's that?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
How have you recovered since your wee cup winning Saturday?
I'm still mashed up. Um, my throat is ruined. I can't. This is now my voice. I sound like I've had a cold for a year.
Too much deep
But
throating,
anyway,
mate. Too much deep throating. You need to relax your throat to enjoy and facilitate the entire
right,
penis.
because I keep singing waka waka 12 again. Who gives a fuck? We won the FA Cup. So that's that's been my for the last 3 days. That's all I've done.
I don't think you can go to. So, for anybody that doesn't know, Casey is a try-hard Crystal Palace fan, and his team won their first ever bit of silverware since they were born back in 1723. When they were the only team in England, they still never won any cups, and they won their FA Cup on Saturday. And to be fair, I don't think it was the team that won it. I think you taking your wee fella is what won them the cup.
Well, I didn't bring him with me to the semi, but that obviously didn't matter. He's a little shit. He's never seen a team lose ever,
At Wembley as well.
just ever. So his first game I took him to was was Bromley versus Maidstone United, and Bromley won 4-1. The second game I took him to was Bromley versus Solihull Moors at Wembley. It was 2-2, and Bromley won on penalties after extra time. The third game was Peterborough versus Leighton Orient, and it was 0-0. And it was the worst game of football I've ever seen. But
No, no, about that, man. You're a Palace
no,
fan.
no, because I've seen my team win a piece of silverware now. So you can't say stuff like that to me. We then had what I took him to next. Palace Ipswich, we won 1-0. And then the FA Cup final, 1-0. He's I've already had Ewan McMinnie's message me. He's like, hang on, is your lad some sort of blessed child? Can you send him over to me to watch the old GAA? And I was like, you can have him. You're welcome to have him, but you have to keep him if you're going to have him over there.
Yeah, and if anybody has your own kids, they always want to hand them back after 2 minutes.
Yep,
But
yep, exactly.
so if anybody wants to join us, send in a request, and then you've got 5 minutes to keep impress us, and we'll either keep you on or kick you out. Simple as that.
We are running a free for all tonight. I think would be the best way. Open mic,
Yeah.
what they say in it. Open mic night. So feel free to jump in. Say whatever you want. Cuss me, cuss. Don't say something. Voice an opinion.
Yeah.
Don't voice an opinion. Just tell us who you are. If you've never been on this show, come on in. If you have and you want to have another chat, come on in. We do not care. But if we don't get anyone on, we'll just fuck you all off.
What we should do is we should actually just commentate the Man U Spurs game as well.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a stream for that. Actually, you know what? Right, I was tempted because I've got Prime, and I was tempted to sign up for the Discovery because you get TNT on it, and it said £3.99. I was like, £3.99 a month. That's not bad. But then when you pressed your subscription button, What they actually done is $3.99 for basic, so all you can watch is Discovery and listen to Richard Attenborough talk about rhinos humping. Or if you wanted everything, which included the sport, it was £30.
Why don't you just get IPTV like everybody else?
Because I don't have it. But I should do. I mean, I'm on his tablet, finding a way to watch it, shall we say? Don't cancel us again.
Cancel us if you want. We'll just open up a new page. Like the Michael Scott of The Office, we'll just come up with another Inquisition page. Call it the
Yeah.
Inquisition. Like there's many a name that we can think of to just keep things going.
Inquisition, Inquisition.
Yeah.
That sounds like a game show. Inquisition.
Duncan and Casey's happy hour, where nobody is happy, not even Casey.
Especially us.
Now remember, folks, if you are looking for good quality brushes at a cheap price, Orange Brushes, Inquisition, 10% off at the checkout, free delivery in the UK. You can't beat that with a shitty stick. I mean,
Nope.
best in a packet of cigarettes now. These brushes, if you smoke.
I mean, 3.5% inflation now, so it's cheaper than a lot of things.
Did you ever smoke, Casey?
I dabbled.
I think everybody did.
Yeah, I think the main time I did was when I went out with a girl who smoked. So, like, because she smoked, it was just like, oh, right, I got used to the smell and the taste. And I was like, started smoking, and then we separated, and I was like, but why am I doing this? And I just threw them all in the bin.
The things you do for your hole, really, at the end of the day, or to cop a feel like a boob.
I didn't even need to. I was just like, okay, I'll just be standing there in the day, like, middle of my working day, I'm like, I'll have a cigarette, because you just get used to it, don't you? What about yourself?
Yeah, like I think I started smoking when I was like 14 when I was doing the milk. And then my mum was a heavy smoker, so she started stealing my cigarettes. So I couldn't
Yeah,
afford to pay for her habit and my habit. So I think I lasted about 3 months, and then that was it.
yeah, like my mum was a heavy smoker as well. Like she, what am I doing here? She quit, I think, early 2000s, and like this was the mad thing. They tried her on this experimental treatment to get her off it, and all it did, it was just like a tablet, but all it did was jack her metabolism up and jack up her energy levels. So she would be awake from like 4 a.m. till 11 at night, and she would not stop eating. But because she was up that long and she had so much energy, she didn't gain any weight or anything, but she was hyper as fuck 100% of the time. And it was like, can you just go back on the tabs, because this is fucking mad.
So as I said previously, if anybody wants to join us tonight for a wee chinwags, pop in, say hello, call Casey some names, call me some names, send a request and jump in. We'll accept
Yes,
you, and then we'll kick you out when we get bored of you. That's just how we're
exactly.
rolling tonight. Do you ever remember going up to the likes of, like, was it the Embassy Club? Like, there was one in Glasgow where your mum and dad would save the wee tokens and the cigarette, and then go up to like this room full of other hundreds of people are smoking with a wee smoking catalogues and buy like a set of fucking dishpans.
No, I didn't do that. My mum was on Benson and Edges, so the highlight of my childhood was identifying the fact that the brand that she smoked was on Eddie Jordan's racing cars.
Yeah.
That was sick, because those racing cars back in the day, R.I.P. Eddie Jordan, you were an absolute bad man. Like his Eddie Jordan racing team back in the day when I was a kid were fucking sick. Like, they didn't win much, but they were mustard, and it was just the cars, like the Buzzing Hornets one as well.
That was back when basically you could die watching a racing
Yeah.
event, like Ayrton Senna and that other guy that died the same weekend.
You could die as a spectator. You'd go along there, and it'd just be like, if something went too wrong, you'd get bits of metal flying off the track and into your face.
Remember, there was a fuel week once, and a picture
Yeah,
went in fire. That was proper old school Formula One back in the day.
yeah, I remember that because he didn't get the fuel line out in the right time, and it just went bang up the side of the car. I think that was the same race that Ratzenberger and Senna both died in.
Yeah, I think.
It was that same weekend. It was at San Marino.
Yeah, because Channel 4 used to do the race. BBC One, and it was Channel 4 back when that Specky cunt used to do the commentating.
Wait, no, don't allow Murray Walker, bro.
Murray Walker, there we go. I can't remember his
Murray
name.
Walker was straight up bad man.
See, people, you thought you were joining a podcast about Warhammer? No, we're talking about anything
We're
today.
chatting any old shit tonight. And as Dunk said, if you want to join in, send a request. There's enough of you in there. We see you in the chat. Come on.
Don't be shy. Your mother's burnt.
We won't. We'll make a promise, especially because Sam's here now.
Yeah.
If you come on, we won't cuss your mums.
Yeah, we will not say anything bad about your mum until you leave.
And then we're going in on her.
Like we did last weekend.
Exactly. Eat it up.
My dog is attacking my hand. Yeah, Murray Walker was a national treasure. I just can't remember his name. Wait, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm getting old. Oh,
All the little bits.
We've got our first caller, and of course...
who's on line one, Dunk?
Who do you think it is?
It's got to be Sam, isn't it?
Of course it's Sam. It's the man who's never off the internet. He's on the internet more than OnlyFans people. That's what he is.
I've just come on here to give Casey's mum some shit and your Dunk, to be honest.
No, allow it. I said no mum cusses till after you leave.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask Casey if you're still buzzing after the FA Cup, mate.
I was saying a Dunk a minute ago, like my voice has been like this for the last 4 days. I am battered. I am knackered. I am over the moon. And I tell you what, I'll tell you this little story, yeah? I said this to Dunk, I've said it to a few of my mates. I didn't properly sink in that we'd won until like a couple of hours later. Like I had my dad, my uncle, and my son with me all together. And it wasn't until I had left my son at my mum's, my dad had gone out on a drink with his mates. So I went and caught up with some of my mates. And in the pub was my mate's dad, my mate passed away years ago. His dad was in the pub.
Yeah.
And he's pushing about 80 odd now. I gave him the biggest fucking hug. And he was like, Casey, we've done it. All I've wanted to do is see Palace win something before I die. And it was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the sort of stuff it means. And I know I dug you out a little bit. It was like beating City at Wembley ain't for everyone. But at the same time, like, you know what? It's just been immense everything. Like I've contacted people that I ain't spoke to for years and I went to school with and I've been talking to them. I'm like, boys, we fucking done it. After all this time, we've fucking done it.
Winning at Wembley and winning it, and you'll remember this for the rest of your life. It's super weird to say it now because it's so fresh, but I can remember seeing Watford win the playoff final against Bolton at the first time we were into the Premiership, and I was with my old man, and my old man's not even a Watford supporter, but I took him, and he then said to me, "Christ, that's better than any chip," because my old man's Chelsea. And he was like, that's better. Like, my old man's got memories of seeing Chelsea in Europe and all this sort of stuff. But he was just like, seeing Watford win and getting to the Premiership for the first time meant so much. And it's like Crystal Palace, seeing you get your first, like, real decent trophy, in, ever.
Yeah.
It's just like so big, mate. It'll take long to settle in, but you'll be telling your kids about it when they grow up. And,
was there, man. That's the thing. My first kid was there. I haven't got another one. I say my first. If I have another one, then sucks to be you, bro. But it was just listening to loads of different podcasts and stuff. And one guy I listened to was saying the same thing. Like, he was there with his dad, his mates, all these people that he's been sitting with for years and years and years. And it was just like, he looked around at full time and everyone was a state.
Yeah.
And it's Yeah, it's one of them. Like, you know what it's like when you go to Wembley and you see your team win, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
But when it's something that's massive, like
Yeah.
massive, I don't think you properly get over it.
Are you?
We do actually have a hobby-related question, so I think we should answer the
Yeah.
hobby-related question.
All right.
I think that's a fair point. Mole, what project are you guys working on? So, Dunk, off to you first.
I'm still working on some of those fucking War Dog bastards. I've got one more or less done. I just need to do the basin, and then I just need to start the other one. And I got some crackle paint today, so I'm going to see how that goes with the basin today. But they painted the base a kind of lime green, and then I'm going to cover it in PVA glue. Would that be the best thing to do? And let it dry, and then put the crackle paint on, or just put the crackle paint on?
What do you think, Sam?
There's two ways of doing it. You can actually put gloss varnish down to give it a shiny surface, which then will actually add it to stretch, and you'll get bigger cracks in it, type thing. But a lot of people, what they do is they'll gloss varnish it, then paint, what color you want underneath it. So if you want like lava coming up, or a darker, big cracks and all that sort of stuff, or sponge it and give some different textures underneath the cracks, you can do that, then put the texture over the top, and then like wait for it to crack, and then you'll get all of that color underneath it, which looks pretty good as well. There's loads of stuff you can do, but experiment with it, mate. Experiment and have fun. It's good
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I've put like scorpion contrast green on,
Yep.
so it's like kind of bright green underneath, and then so I might put the gloss on as something different to do then, and then wait for that to dry, and then put the crackle paint on and see how that goes then.
You can also try a hairdryer on it as well.
Yeah,
A hairdryer and actually drying it out quicker can sometimes give you a different effect than natural air dry. So it all good fun experimenting in it. But Casey, what
yeah.
are you working on?
Myself, I mean,
enough.
your man there, Martin Commissar Molotov, he gave me some Necrons that I'm sort of trying to grind away at and cut away at, and trying to convert into different squads. Because with Necrons, like, you get one box and it makes two different squads. And I've got loads of spare bits, so I was sort of looking at them like, I'm not going to go out and buy another 30 quid box of 5 dudes when your man Martin's giving me 20 warriors that I can just shove different arms on. So I'm grinding away on that, and I'm also finishing some Space Marine bits as well. So I'm sort of dabbling between the two, just to sort of keep my leg dipped in everything, really. What about you, Sam? What you want?
I've got a project for the guys at Mantic at the moment to finish off some Halo Flashpoint models for them. They gave me some Halo game stuff at Adepticon, the
Sick.
owner of Mantic. So I'm painting up 4 dudes. They're called the Fire Team Phoenix,
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah.
which is kind of cool. So painting up them for this week, and that should be getting them sorted out and on. Me and Peachy are doing it, which is kind of cool. So we have
Peachy friend,
Peachy friend.
Peachy friend, he says, Peachy friend. Your dog's like, what are you doing there, Dunk? But yeah, so I'm doing that, and then I'm going back to Mortarion. I've got to finish off Mortarion. I've already done a ton of stuff on him. He's taking me hours. And no, I'm not going to paint it up for Golden Demon. Even I'm going to try and do it to a decent level, but I'm not. There's no way I'm taking him to Golden Demon in Chicago or Milwaukee next year, because trying to transport Angron with his wings was a pain in the ass. Mortarion has got even bigger wings with his wings out, and I do not want that hassle. So I'm going to paint it up to a decent level, but that's as far as it goes. And it'll be nice for my Death Guard army. And then once that's done, probably another Great Unclean one to do and finish that off, and then back on Emperor's Children after that.
So a question for you: what's it like going between the Warhammer models and the Halo models? What's the quality and difference between the two?
The quality good. The sculpting
Yeah.
and the plastics that they've got on there have stepped up a lot. They needed to, dude. They, like GW set the bar up here. So Mantic, a lot of the other Conquest guys, the guys that have done. I'll show you something actually that I got given at Adepticon that it surprised me actually. Did you ever play War Machine, Dunk, or not?
No.
Oh, there you go. You got it as well. Yeah, the
That's
models.
the Master Chief model, yeah.
Yeah. So they've got plastic War Machine now, right? So this is one of the starter sets that the guys gave me. This is from Steam Forge Games up in Nottingham.
Oh, no, War Machine, yeah.
Yeah, and everything used to be metal, and it used to be a nightmare to pin and to do stuff with. They really sorted themselves out, and everything's now being produced in plastic, and the quality of it is very, very good. So everybody's kind of stepping up in the industry, I think. Even Bolt Action, the World War II stuff. Yeah, and Commissar Molotov said Atomic Mass's MCP, Marvel Crisis Protocol plastics are good, and Star Wars as well. I've got some Star Wars Legion to paint eventually. So yeah, everybody's improving, which has been good actually, because it's the last thing you want to do is go from Games Workshop models to something else and they're shit. You know, you're like, oh, it sucks.
You know what? I'll say that about the just what struck me about the Mantic Mini here that I've got. It's the Master Chief one. They did it as like part of a paint set with the Army painter. So it's like a limited edition character that you either got when you paid all the silly money or you just bought a paint set. First thing I noticed was whatever plastic they use, it's actually quite malleable.
Bendy.
So like the space, like example, Space Marines do sprue, right? This thing you couldn't bend it at all. One of these minis, you try and bend it, you're gonna snap it. This thing has got a little bit of wiggle room, so if it bounces off something, it ain't gonna break, it ain't gonna chip. Yeah. So that stood out for me. And again, like the quality of it, it is sturdy, it is good, and the detail on it was pretty decent.
Yeah, I've got no problem with it. But I think they're doing it. Some of the Warlord Games stuff that got the same material as well. It's like a resin, a bendy resin, rubber, plastic type thing. That's the best I could probably like sort of explain it as. But the quality of it is still very, very good. So yeah, well, go on.
I was going to say, do you think the qualities get better just because of the better plastics that are being produced now in technology, or is it just like people are just starting to really up their game now?
I think that as well. I think people have seen how successful Games Workshop is, mate, with their business model and being the top of the leaderboard when it comes to quality of miniatures, and everybody's trying to catch up, which is great for us because we get to paint better made models and stuff. But the models themselves, the quality is getting better and better week in, week out, mate. So as far as that goes, it's win-win for all of us. And it makes it easier to jump from system to system because that you're not going from a Games Workshop thing to crap. But here we go.
Oh, we get two Spetties now in the fucking show.
You can't even see me with your old blind fucking eyes. Jesus Christ.
That's what your mum said. Two specky guys on the show, you know.
I was going to say, I can see my mum's fucking bollocks. Fucked it. I was going to say, I can see my fucking Sam's mum's hole without any fucking
right.
So.
Well, now you've got Ryan in here. I'm going to love you and leave her. And good talking to you. And I've got to get going. But it's
no
free
worries,
for all.
Thanks for joining.
Everyone jump in. Much love.
Love you, mate. Look, Ryan, Emperor's Nonsense, what's all that about?
Well, the inspiration behind my paint scheme was mainly your mum, and as I was working on it, it's good fun, man. It's good fun, innit? Just being all weird and freaky and awful, It's good.
Fucking don't know what happened there, boys, but Ryan, going to kick me out.
We just somebody else coming in now. We've got another caller, and again, it's not Sam. I know he can't go 5 minutes without joining somebody.
Sam's gone now, so
but
last time I handed him there.
That's going to be a longer
Evening,
magic here this time.
Hey,
Hey,
hang on.
How are you?
Can we just pause for a second? Can we just pause for a second? Because I swear I'll never see these two in daylight. These two are usually streaming vampires. So, like, for them to be in the sun, something ain't right.
I know.
I think they've maybe turned into fucking Blade and became daywalkers.
Mate, I would love to be Blade. That would be so cool.
I'd pay money to see Wesley Snipes replaced with a Yorkshireman. You're like,
I look more
hey,
like
hope,
Whistler than Blade.
hey, hope this trans club is full of vampires.
Put that blood bag down and get over here.
Where's me gravy for me
Some
peas?
motherfuckers are always trying to get uphill.
There's an infestation and I'm going to clean it.
Bastard.
Bastards, those bastards.
Bastards. Those bastard vampires.
We've got to make that happen now. Yorkshire Blade is now a thing. What other Yorkshire superheroes can you come up with?
Oh, Yorkshire Blade's going to be the best one. That I don't think that can be beat.
Spider-Man.
It's me, Captain Titdales.
Captain Emmerdale, there you go. That's what it is. Just Kane Dingle in a Captain America suit with a big E on his head.
So, how are you two, fannies? Are you as well?
Good. Just my missus is at her dad's house cooking him his tea. So I'm on duty of, well, I say I'm normally on duty anyway, but I'm out walking the dog before I go and make my own tea.
So basically what you're doing is you're scoping for future burial sites for your prostitutes and murder victims.
Mate, I do not have prostitute money. I do.
Like, that's
I like how the argument wasn't I would never kill and bury them. It's like I just can't even afford to lure them over.
You've got some motorway service stations up there.
And it's far too rocky around here. There's not enough like soft ground.
That sounds as though you've actually tested that theory out.
You've already scouted
my
it.
wife does annoy me sometimes, so you have to have these things in the back burner, don't you?
This ground will never take a body,
Casey.
not a decent one anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Casey, do you reckon either of us are going to try it weekend or not?
Yeah.
Very great, mate. I missed that.
Do you think the Palace Liverpool game, do you think either of us are going to try or not?
No. No, I mean, Liverpool will probably win, but it's just going to be a party, and no one will try.
Right. I just want to get the football chat out of the way. Yeah. We can carry on with it.
Yeah, don't worry. I think this is going to be the theme tonight. That anyone comes in because I'm here and I've got this on. Everyone's going like 2 minutes of football, and everyone bless you all in the chat. Who was just like, there's one guy who's like, I don't like football, but at least I'm listening to English people. So it's like, from fucking hell, there you go.
No, you fucking. You never said fucking English people. You fucking spastic.
Just wanted to get you to buy it. It don't take much.
Yehan, that is Jack Black. Jack Black's a Yorkshireman. He just puts on an American accent.
Can you see lava chicken in a Yorkshire accent?
No. I'd take like a tenth of his money. A tenth.
I would take his Vapourize money, to be honest with you. That was a great film, that.
Yeah.
Go on.
So what used apart from you, Ryan, working on your Emperor's Nonsense, what are you working on, Graham?
I am still on with my death company. I have about finished my first ever full 10-man squad.
Ray.
I just need to finish painting the little fancy little trinket bits and stick them on, and then a couple of decals, and I'll have a 10-man squad actually finished, which is like quite biblical, really. As soon as I get about 98% done and go, oh look, something else that's shiny, and pick that up, and then don't finish them.
So, I mean, how long is that taking you to get to this stage? With 50, 60 years now?
Still painting a death company. That's what it is.
Well, Dunk, seeing as I only started painting a couple of years ago, not that long. So blow it out your ass.
Are we talking vampire years or actual human years? Because
what exactly is a Yorkshire not too long? That's nothing. That's what we need to figure out.
Oh, that's but a minute. That's but a minute's past.
Oh, I mean, that would be the twist if the next audiobook, all the Blood Angels have Yorkshire accents.
Oh, I love it.
It's that bastard
I
Horus.
mean, if Sanguinis came back, it would kind of knock the angelic bit, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yup.
They've all got northern accents, and that's it. They're not well spoken. They're like, make a couple of them Geordies or something as well, just to proper mix it up.
Big G-Man, my brother, you
What you
have
doing, boy?
returned.
Like we
Hey,
thought you was dead.
Gorman, what you do? What's tip banter?
That's it. And then you got
What's that?
Gilliman who's from South London all of a sudden, like, but you know what, yeah, the practical is this, but the theory is that, and I don't know what to do in it.
Looked like that Eldar bird. She was just like she was too much for me to say no to. I couldn't say no.
So I was paying in it, I had to.
She was paying
Sorry, Dad.
it.
And then
Emperor comes back. Goes, look, Dad. What was I supposed to do? She was absolutely banging. What could I do?
Hang on, is that your Sam impression?
Yeah. No, hang on. I need to show away my illegitimate children first, and then it's my Sam impression. Oh God.
it's like,
Right.
then we could have some proper Neddy ones, Ryan, and pure speaking on that. No. I
Oh,
was just fucking.
oh,
Oh
oh,
man, that cunt Lucius,
oh,
man.
man.
He is
It's
pure
me.
fucking. He
It's
is
me,
pure
the
gallus with a blade,
can.
man.
What's up, boys? Fuck's sake, on my bike.
If any of them are Scottish, it's the Wolves, in it. Let's be honest.
It's me, Lehman Russ, bitches.
Are you pure staring at my roof and all that? No, because I'll fucking do you in, pal.
Fucking chip you, man. Fucking chip you.
You have my
Fucking
bottle up.
Vikings, man. Fucking Vikings. I'm like on my ship and shit, and I'm fucking hell.
Here, Jamesy, had my bottle of bucket to chip this mad bastard.
Yeah.
Make
So
fairness manage wealth. Bang.
this is where
Just
I'm at the minute. Dunk. You want to
very
look?
nice.
Ooh.
That was a
Yeah.
very quick transition from the rape grounds of Yorkshire to.
Well, it's actually Cumbria, 'cause I live in Cumbria, but I literally live on the fell. Like, out of my window is the fell.
So strong breeze comes in there, and you can feel it for weeks, can't you?
Oh, mate. Right, everywhere else is going like, oh, isn't it nice? And you're like going, no, I've got like 4 inches of snow. Like, literally. Like, I've phoned customers and gone, I can't get my van out because of the snow. I can't get there. And they're going, what are you on about? It's sunny here. And I've got to go outside with my phone and show them that there's 4 or 5 inches of snow and I'm not getting anywhere.
Pure
I've just
team booting.
I've
Pure
driven
team
to the
booting,
end of
man.
the road.
Just teleport.
I kid you not. I've driven to the end of the road and I've seen the rain finish. Like, there's a line where the rain stops and you just drive onto dry road. It's mad. It's got its own little climate in here. It's absolutely crazy.
Graham has just used a webway to get from his murder grounds to
Yeah,
his
don't look
fucking. To his
below
booning.
here because I got a bit of warp paint and that is not looking good.
Oh dear. So actually, you know what? We did that. How are your nonces going, right? Are they all right?
You're a wizard, Graham.
I'm good. Well, generally, I'm okay, man. I had a crap day in work today. It was just crisis after crisis, and I got nothing done other than deal with crises. I went and had a lie down, and I'm fapping about a bit, and then I need to do more stuff around the house. I've been left to my own devices, a bit like Graham, left unsupervised. Mrs. and the kids are out at their dance display. That's So I've managed to dodge that tonight, but I'm there tomorrow night where I have to sit for 3 hours in the audience for.
Oh.
They're on for about 15 minutes. And then the awkward bit is no judgment about Emperor's Children stuff, but then it's like, and here's the 16-year-olds dancing in leotards. And, I'm just gonna like put my earpods in and just like close my eyes because it's just like staring into the audience, like, look at all the non-stars, look at you all staring here. Look at you. I'm like, no, I'm listening to my audio book. I don't care. No.
I'm listening to my Gary Glitter and I'm listening to
I was
fucking
just
Jimmy
going to
Savile.
say Jimmy Savile book.
Come on.
I guarantee you though, Ryan, I guarantee you there's going to be one lassie out of all those 16-year-olds who was definitely at the front of the queue for fucking gibbers. Bristol Cities. There will definitely be one lassie who's heavily blessed
I mean,
I knew where you were going with that the minute you started.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm,
Like yesterday, I thought I'd managed because like my son finished his school now. He's in his final year. He's doing his
Yeah, yeah.
exams, and I thought that I'd managed to escape going to mass forever now because that's him finished. He goes to a Catholic school because of
Oh,
course
yeah,
we
yeah.
live in the Catholic capital of the world, Ireland, and he fucking had a school mass last night. Mass in the fucking school, and then. And then the dickhead came home last night, pissed, right, which I don't have any issues with, right? Don't have any issues with that, right? I got up this
Well, he's
morning, I thought, that wee cunt was making chips. Cunt left the chip pan on all fucking night.
Oh.
Oh, aye.
I
when
bet
he
that's
messaged
how-
me
Nearly
that
fucking
morning,
burn your house down. Love it.
I was going to strangle him, right? I was actually going to kill him and then revive him because I know CPR and then kill him again, right? But the wife was like that. No, you can't do that. He's doing an exam this morning. I was like, he's fucking lucky he's still fucking breathing. Fucking chip pan on was on for fucking 6 hours.
You know why it didn't burn down though? Divine intervention.
Yeah.
Into mass.
He'd been in mass.
Because I
Been
went
in
to
mass.
mass, aye, that's what it was. Because my wife
So
went
it.
up and get the Holy Communion last night and took
That's it.
a wee
He
graham cracker.
He partook in the body of Christ and it protected him from the flames. I love it.
yeah, bit of blessing on that holy water.
That is lucky that though, don't Christ Almighty.
Yeah. I think it's one of those like modern ones where there's actually a safety feature.
Yeah, thermal cutout.
It'll cut out, but still, man,
Yeah.
I was fucking furious. And then, right, and I only mentioned it when he came home, right, and then he tried to fucking act as though, like, well, the house never burnt down, so what are you complaining about? I'm like, oh, I actually wanted to strangle you.
He's doubling
Right then,
down.
I'll
He's
punch
doubling
you
down.
in the face now. I haven't broken your nose. It's all good.
Exactly. What are they going to do? What are they going? Oh man, that's mad. That's mad. I'm not looking forward to teenager
Mate,
bullshit. I'm more.
You've got daughters, mate, you've got daughters, right, so basically, you're a dick goalkeeper.
Well, I need to deal with wee fannies like you, like your son turning up going.
Exactly.
So what? It didn't burn down. And I'm like, oh really? It didn't fucking burn down.
Don't
Don't
look
want
at-
to
don't cook for anything.
pump your daughter. It's not as if I got her pregnant. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I was
what?
just gonna say that. It's not like she's pregnant.
Oh, she's well, that's good. You can still use your hands. You can't use your legs though. You know, not after this. You know,
Maybe
that's
don't say
great.
that to him. Maybe don't say that to him.
Your dad
Pilgrim
said it-
approved,
your dad
little
said it-
boy.
Your dad said
Come on,
it was alright to
come
finger
on,
you.
come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh dear God.
My
I've got
dad will batter your dad. Really? Well, my dad will shag your dad, and your dad will like it.
So yeah,
Right.
Games Workshop. What a fucking company that is.
Just covering the bases. Covering the bases. Well, any is ordering Space Wolves this weekend? Anyone getting their furry on?
I want all of them, but I just can't. I can't afford it. I
Same here,
cannot
man.
afford it.
Don't talk to me.
I'd get absolutely annihilated if I bought any more.
No, yeah. I wouldn't get annihilated, but I've maxed out like the places I can hide sprues. Like all the boxes and stuff that I hide sprues are, you know, like they're full of Emperor's Children stuff and leftover Space Marine stuff. So it's like there is nowhere else to hide shit without.
But the thing is,
I've not got a shed, but I should get a shed. I should get a shed.
after she found all the ones that I had hidden in my van, there's just no point trying to hide them now.
Hang on,
It's like,
you had them in your van. You drive around the mall, pulling up
I
on your
bought
car, and
them
open the
and I
frame.
thought, I walked
She
up
lifts the
inside,
corpse of the prostitute and says, "Look under here. That's more fucking blood angels. Unbelievable."
What's
now,
in
tidy
that
this
van,
up.
Andrew? Do not tell me there's stuff in that van that I don't want to know. Well, I'm sorry, like I've just got a nut. I can't help the prostitutes. What do you mean? I'm talking about the fucking plastic.
Look how many boxes. The prostitutes at least are dead. You know, come on.
Right.
Well, Dakadik's playing a dangerous game. The TV stand, what, right in the middle of the living room? What is this? Mind games that he's playing?
Is it
He's
some sort,
hiding a stash under the TV stand.
is it some sort of crystal maze puzzle? Your fucking TV stand.
That's like next level bush porn stuff. Like,
She's like, "Do you want to watch a DVD?" He's like, "Fuck off! No, I don't want to fucking watch a DVD. Get away!"
look at the Blu-rays.
Just like, yeah, we don't watch the Blu-rays. I've got everything on Amazon Prime. Get away!
Why do we have all these VHS tapes? Oh, wait, VHS are coming back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You peel it back, it's just cardboard with VHS written on it. Just filled with sprues.
Debbie Does Dallas, and what it actually is a squad of Space Marines.
Well, it's like all this under here is mainly like sprues and boxes. This drawer is full of them. I've some down here. There's some more combat patrols there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a box in. Yeah, I've got a box in the garage that's full of like unbuilt stuff in boxes, and I've got. Let's see. Can we flippy camera? No, we can't flippy camera. Oh well, you just. So we've got this big box here up on the shelf that's full of boxes, and that's full of sprues.
I like how they're not see-through boxes, so you can't see what they have from the outside.
And then this. I think this is the unfinished projects box. This is like you start a project and then you don't finish it, but they're all in neat little bags now, like a heroin addict. So that's nice.
You know what? You say that. Money bags from the bank, sandwich bags from Tesco, and takeaway. Like you buy a pack of the takeaway pack things that you get from like your Chineses.
Yeah,
They're wicked for storing stuff.
Oh,
and like
definitely. I just walk around looking at things, going, "How can I incorporate this into the hobby?" You know, like what normal items can I buy to also use in hobbying?
What TV program is it where the garage burns down and mate is like on his knees crying and his wife's going, "It's okay, we'll sort it out." He's like going, "Oh, the money was in there," because the money was in the walls. It's like going, "My Warhammer was in there." Like all your internal walls are lined with Warhammer boxes and boxes of Warhammer.
if any of your missuses tune in and watch this back, it's so incriminating for you.
Oh, that suggests that my wife cares. That's nice of you, Casey, to imagine. That's nice of you to even think of that. She's just like, "What the fuck are you doing online, you big freak?"
It's like when my missus says to me, like going, "Why do you need more Warhammer?" Can I please remind you that 2.5 years ago we walked past a Warhammer store in Kendal and you went, "Oh, we should go in." And I was like, "No, we shouldn't," because like, you know, it's maybe not a good idea. She's like, "Oh, I'll get you something for Christmas." And that's where it started. So it's her fault.
It's her fault. I've heard that.
I want Dakar Dick, what a fucking name by the way, to actually post up on his Instagram a picture of his TV unit. 'Cause I am picturing something out of Goodfellas where he just presses buttons and doors open and there's just like Warhammer shit
It'd be great if
everywhere.
it's just like a shitty stand from Argos and there's clearly boxes and boxes piled underneath it, like really awkwardly. The TV wobbles. You're like, "I don't like this TV stand." "Don't worry about it, dear. We're not going to change it." It's
There is a TV stand. It's just Warhammer boxes.
Yeah, I was going to say that's it. It's
TV
with a tablecloth over it. Don't look under the tablecloth.
That's the TV stand. We don't touch the TV stand. Right, I've got to run, gentlemen. It was good to catch up, and sorry you didn't get your guest tonight and all the rest of it, but I hope you have a good rest of the stream.
It was 84 pence. He had a family emergency, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to run all our guests through June through a train. Not really, and then we're going to take July off as a wee kind of summer break for us. We're going to have nobody in July. We'll still post up.
Make out it's work.
I've got a couple of strap-ons and sex swings I need to clean, so I've penciled that in for July.
How big's this sex swing and strap-on? It's going to take the whole of July.
Well, it's big. It's made of sprues.
Just like Dakar Dick, it's made out of sprues, like his TV stand, just glued together.
Just putting a lot of sprues together and just pouring bottles of Tammy extra thin over the top and moulding it together.
And the wee bumps give that kind of veiny feel as well, or like genital warts or stuff.
Just make sure you smooth it down a bit because you don't want it too rough.
Well,
Oh, do you?
I'm using the plans that you gave me for when you built yours, Casey. So
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Slanesh going about, so they might want it.
Daka,
Right,
he
I'm gonna
just
go away.
mentioned
See you
the
later.
Warhammer
See you
box
later,
is
Ryan.
purple. There is no stand. That's brilliant. Daka Dick, that is absolute genius. It's an Xbox 40,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. I will have to shoot as well because I'm going to make some tea. And there's a lot of background noise when I'm doing it. So
Graham,
anyway,
we'll need to get you on for a actual proper chat.
Yes.
yeah, I'm happy to, mate. I mean, I've not really got like the pull of most
Sam?
rock, but I'd be more than happy to come on and have the crack.
Yeah, man, definitely. We'll definitely get you penciled in. As I say, we've got some things to do in July, sex stuff to do, so we'll definitely get you penciled in, man. Before the end of the year, we'll have you on, definitely.
Yeah,
That,
just give it a shout, man. Just let us know, and I'll happily come on.
no one.
So, and I mean, I'll still watch. I just won't be on. But enjoy the rest of the
Yeah,
evening,
hey,
and
man, thanks for
I hope it's an eventful game on Casey. I hope that I'll just come on with like bottles of beer or something. Like just don't bother. Like just stroll on. Like absolutely not giving a crap.
what they should do, right, is register a bunch of 15-year-olds and just play two full teams of under 15s.
They couldn't do now. But they could just literally all send out like the kids, and then have the full first teams just sat outside having a party, like a barbecue going and everything.
100%.
Yeah. Just have the actual teams being ball boys. Just do some madness like that.
Yeah, just have a good one. Right, all right, gents.
Yeah.
I'll catch you.
Cheers, boy. Cheers, boy. So yeah, that was Graham and Ryan. Make sure if you don't, give them a follow. Fucking cracking lads. And as Casey pointed out, first time ever seen them in daylight.
Yes, because they're always on, but they're always on at like 11:30. It's a madness. But like, I know with like Ryan, obviously, like he's got two kids, he's got his busy, hectic life, so that's when he gets to sit down and hobby. Which I've done that. I mean, you've probably done that, don't you? He's like laughing at night. You ain't tired, so you think,
Yeah.
It's a painting, but yeah, it's a madness. Right.
If anybody else wants to jump in, feel free to jump in. We'll accept you, and we can shoot the shit. But so how's your Necrons getting on? Talk about Necrons. How's your Necrons getting on?
Well, I've built one. Where is it? Here we go. This was a prototype one, right? Why is this doing this? My fucking screen's going mental. And it is just a warrior, but with the sniper gun. So it looks a bit weird because the gun's obviously as long as the warrior is.
Yeah, he's obviously trying to make up for something.
100%. But this is the madness of it, right? This is the madness of Necrons. Like their base, your base unit, you get a maximum up to 20 in a unit of your basic troop, which is trash. No one uses them properly anyway. But then why can't you just turn around and be like, fuck it, I'm going to stick different arms on it, a different gun on it. This is now this.
Yeah.
Nothing said you can't. It's just because they put them in a slightly different box with less of them in there and slightly redesign them a little bit. They charge you more for the smaller unit. And it's just, I've seen people do different conversions of them and stuff. And this was just glue and hope. But it works. It looks decent. So I'm going to put the rest of them together this week. I think I'm going to build 5. See how I feel about them.
We've got another caller on the line.
Ooh, ring, ring, ring.
Hopefully we can get them to join. Outrider Games.
Oh,
Hello
hello,
there, people.
How's it going? We are currently in our stock room, sweating. Yeah.
Sweating like Jimmy Savile in a BBC changing room, or sweating like
Yeah,
Gary
that's
Glitter
it.
in a
That's
Top of the
it.
Pops changing room?
Were you not supposed to have Josh on tonight?
Yeah,
No, it's next week.
that's next
Oh,
week.
it's next week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I have wanted to get you boys on. So,
Okay.
this is lovely that you've joined in for our little bit of chaos night. I appreciate this. How is our rider going?
It's fine.
Speak
He's in. He's in. All right, Josh.
You're a week
I got all
early,
three of us
Josh.
now. Do
Unexpected.
you want to,
Yeah. Yeah.
I better go and check that. Do you want a quick fly through the shop?
Yeah, go
Go on then.
on.
Hang on. Here we go. So we've got a full house tonight. We've got apart from one table cancelled. So
Gears away.
I can
so we've
smell
got
all the
8
sweaty air
tables in
from
there.
here.
Some more people playing in here. So it's nice and hot in here today.
A lot of sweaty air.
Is Wednesday your busiest night then down there? Because that's you're heaving.
I can't hear a word you guys are saying, sorry.
Back to the dungeon.
Yeah, back to the sweaty box.
Is Wednesday your busiest night? Because you boys are packed.
Yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays are our busy nights. So we've got a community of about 240 people, and we've got 250, and then we've got several leagues on the go. So we've got a 40k, 2k, 40k, 1k. We've got Spearhead, Bolt Action. We're going to start a Middle Earth thing in the next few weeks as well.
40k Crusade. Come in.
40k Crusade. We've got Josh, the legend, the myth, the man right there doing a moonstone, some moonstone stuff as well.
I'm not
So-
painting.
So for people that are
You actually
watching,
painting moonstone?
where can they find you right now? Where are you located?
Lichfield, Staffordshire.
And you boys ain't been going like a year now, and like it's really picked up. Did you ever think it would be this busy?
Well, to be honest with you, we had a massive boost because it's an extension from Three Spies Gaming, which Josh obviously set up and ran for 5 years.
Yep.
And then so we inherited obviously some of Josh's community. Me, Clive, and Josh are both on the board for it as well, but it's Josh's baby. And then it sort of ran, and then because we're doing demo days and we've been able to sit down and go through with people, we brought about 10, 20 new people. About 10 of those out there were people that we brought into the game and introduced them to Warhammer, got them through, and now they're playing in the 2K League. So Aaron is actually giving one of our good players quite a bit of a running for the money. So that's quite good to see.
That's amazing. Like, obviously, if someone was to come into your shop with his mate, just be like, hire a table for a little bit. What are your rates? Like, what do you sort of charge for them coming down and using the facilities and stuff?
So we've got a few options. I'll let Clive take that one.
Right. Wargaming tables, we've got 3 options. If you want like the full 4-hour session, it's £5 per head. 3-hour session's £4, and then a 2-hour session is £3. And then the other bit that we've got is a board game cafe, and that's just £2 per person per hour.
Oh,
So
sweet.
it's actually complicated, but when you have a look online, it's relatively straightforward. So
And then obviously,
We never get out on time, though.
no,
Never get out on time. We'll be here till about 11:30 tonight.
easy.
yeah, I was going to say, like, the town I'm in, like, there's loads of little bits here and there, but it's just mad that you get in there for 6 o'clock. I went down to one, I played a couple of hours, and then you blink and it's like, oh Jesus, she's closing and I haven't finished my game yet. Like, that's mad. But you know what? I'm proper made up for the 3 of you, because to just take up from what, like you say, Josh, with Three Spires, Josh explained there was a store in your area that shut down and no one really had anywhere, and you've just sort of gone for it, and you're running. It's not even like you had like baby steps into it. It was just like, boom, you're off. That is quality. It's such a good thing to see.
It is. And we're all voluntary. We do this on a voluntary basis, so we're just doing it for the community.
Yeah.
So I've got a whole of the business. Clive works full time, and Josh has got what he's got going on.
Yeah.
So we sacrifice quite a lot of our time for this, and you know what? It's worth it. It's absolutely fantastic. We're full in there. We've had two tables cancelled tonight. I didn't confirm a table with someone, so that's on me. So I should have been playing with my league games. but we sold out. We sold out on a Wednesday and Friday. Weekends are busy. All our tournaments tend to sell out. So
Moonstone in particular.
yeah, Moonstone. So Josh ran the Moonstone tournament for 10 people on Saturday, which was awesome.
I, th- I,
Yeah.
I think it's amazing hearing as well that it's not just like 40k as well. It is
Mm.
the likes of Spearhead, Age of Sigma, and also Bolt Action as well. So it's great to see that people are actually like pushing their limits to what they're playing.
Yeah, definitely. We listen to what people want, and you get some people come in, and it's just about listening to their experience and their what they're into. I'm not going to push 40k into someone who likes history. So it's okay. What stage of history do you like? And then we will push a different game in front of them, and then even start playing it.
We've got on about historicals. We've got Baron's War coming. We've got a group a game I'd never heard of until someone described it to me a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago. It's like rank and file. I think it's a medieval. I don't know. I assume medieval. Josh will tell us. Josh will be like really offended now that we're not getting right. He'll be like, "You boys let me down, like the Godfather of knowledge."
Baron's War.
Well, Baron's War, yeah. We've got a few guys building up to a demo, and we'll demo it, showcase it, and no doubt get a few people in it.
Yeah, so on that basis, then you boys, if you want to play it, come down, tell us, we'll take it on. If you can build a little community of it, people go for it.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. If people are keen on it and they want to have a space and we want people to be, or they want to take on that mantle and be an advocate for it, we're like, yeah, cool. We'll back you.
So we've got one lad, Dan, who two up paint,
2 plus
paint,
2 plus painting, painting studio.
He's heavily into Necromunda.
Yeah.
So he's running Necromunda Week days and doing a campaign there. And then we've got other people. So not Josh, Alex, a friend of ours, has just done an Old World campaign. An Old World demo day. So we had about 10 people playing that on the day as well. So it's just whatever you want. We've got Pokemon, we've got Magic the Gathering, we've just got everything.
Yeah.
So
it's like I said, considering that you started up because there was nowhere, and you're now at this in such a short space of time, it can only get better and better for you boys, really, can't it?
Well, we've outgrown our space that we're already in, so and we've only been here. We outgrew it about 2 months ago, so probably about the 6.6 month mark.
Yeah,
we've had to find shelving space. We've had to come up with some quirky ideas on where we can put more shelves. I'm trying to cover one of our storerooms with a hidden door case, and Josh is having none of it. He's like, "You're not doing that, Ed. It's not happening." But we'll see. This time next year, there'll be a hidden door.
Ed comes in and he's like bombs gone off my side. Like, I'll get in on a Wednesday and Ed's been in on a Monday, Tuesday, and it's just like bombs hit the place, and Ed's been in, and it's like, okay.
I've been away. I was at Legoland yesterday with my family, and so I popped in on Monday morning to sort all of our terrain out, and it was a bomb. I did leave it, and I just made a mess and just left, and then Josh came in this morning.
I need to go and check in there.
Yeah, we do.
I'll see you in a bit, boys.
Lovely. Yeah. So
I'll come back in a second.
Yeah. One thing that we do, I absolutely love my lore. So I'm just talking over here. I absolutely love lore. So we do a lot of so we're doing the Pandarax. So I play Dark Angels and Death Guard. So we're doing a Pandarax battle. So we put all our tables together. Depending on what story we're doing, depends on how the table's laid out. But the last one was a devastation of Baal type thing. So it was something in the middle, and then just getting attacked by loads of things. And we're about 25,000 points on the table. And we'll be doing the same again for Pandarax, and if other people want different to reenact different battles, we do that as well.
How long did that take?
Quite some time, to be honest with you. I think it was about an 8-hour session. There was 12 of us, and then on Halloween we did. I started about 8,000 points of chaos and 8,000 points of Imperium within 12 inches of each other. and the whole point was the chaos had to get back. So after the first one we did, the Imperial won, so the Lion and some other people won. Obviously, I was playing, and so the chaos had to get back to a space gate and then get certain types of troops into the port so they could get back up to a ship in orbit. And so we started 12 inches away. And either you have to turn and fight to stop us, or we're just going to plough through, or you have to run away. So that was quite interesting. We had three what huge titans called? I've had a brain fart.
The
Warlord.
Emperor One did it.
Warlord Titan. We had three Warlord Titans on the table as well, so it was a bit hectic. And also, you can, because the way that we work the tables, you can shoot across. So if you've got the space, you can just shoot to whatever table you want to hit, and you can just teleport, and just
I
take
love those
troops off. And
massive games. Like you remember as a kid reading your White Dwarfs when they used to do stuff like that. The Armageddon one, for example, was perfect because you had a guy who was meant to be in the mountains who had artillery that could shoot the main city like 3 tables over and stuff like that. That's the sort of stuff that you want to be doing with this stuff. Like the competitive side, I get it, it's what they do, but you got to do some madness like that every now and again.
I play competitive play, but I get bored. I get bored of fighting around left angles and right angles, and it is samely. Like we've got we've got all the what was the old computer game?
War.
Well, yeah, we've got all the all that terrain. So and it's awesome. It's awesome playing on that board where you've got all the tower, all the Imperium stuff. It just adds a bit more character to it.
Yeah, and then people remember it and they come back to you, don't they? That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's it. And because it allows all levels of play. So if you go to tournament, we've got some really high-ranking players who play with us here. And then some of our new lads, they don't want to play them because they're just going to get smashed. But by introducing this sort of playing style, it gets them to play against Ryan and Jack, who are really high up in the rankings. And it's able for them to pick their brains and go, "How did you do that?" Not in a competitive scene. So it's quite good. It's quite good for that.
No, that's brilliant. It's a good way of bringing everyone together. I love that. So
it's kind of like team play into it, like 3-man, 4-man, 3v3 or 4v4. That'd be fucking interesting to see that in a kind of competitive way. Because if you had somebody that just turned up with knights, do you know what I mean? That could just a whole world of hurt for people.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So what? Considering you say that you're starting to run out of space now, can I try and get a little bit of sneaky news? Are you looking about? Are you trying to get it, find more space, or are you just happy where you are for now?
So we're here for at least another 2 years. But as a businessman, I've got a whole other professional business. I'm going to start looking. I don't know. I hope my landlord's not watching. But we might start looking to move. We'll see. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. And we're launching a line as well in a few weeks' time. So we'll see how that takes us.
So, it's got to be one of those things. Like summer, everyone comes out of the woodwork, don't they? Like I remember doing different jobs, and you'd have people like all over the place in summer, and everyone was having a laugh and a good time. And those colder months come in, and everyone starts disappearing a little bit. They stay home a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely. We're not licensed here, so I think that's going to definitely be our next place to get a license, so people can just come down and have a pint and chill out and stuff.
That's as well. Like I don't think a few of the places that I've got near me have got any licenses, but if you did, even like this saying, just for a couple of like board game tables, a couple of quid an hour, a couple of pints while you're doing it, all you need.
That's it. And we see, so we have such a huge emphasis, and I can't remember words that say, we have such a huge passion about mental health. And we take a leap from Josh, to be honest with you, because Josh has done so much for the community. And so it's all about that. It's about getting people, I know we're sat here talking on our phones now, but it's meeting you. So a lot of the lads here have made some real strong friendships just by being here. and it's them getting them into the wheel and speaking to people, and we know that's good. So if we can increase that size and just do more, we can do better. We can help more people.
Cool. And speaking of Josh, the Warhammer hobby hero, have you had to hand your certificate back now that they've done the second year? It's it.
Say that
Is
again.
it like a trophy? You've got to give it back and then they pass it on. Different ribbons.
How do you mean? Like, is that you're breaking up a little bit? The signal's really bad.
Shit. But
Is it my?
Yeah, I think it's my end.
it's a bit of everything. Like this tends to happen with Instagram when you got more than like one or two people on. It goes crazy.
I bet he don't because he's on next.
Have it, Josh?
He's on next. He's on next week. So and the signal's pretty bad. So hopefully, by booting him out, it might clear our signal up a wee bit as well.
We love you, Josh, but you signal shit.
Sorry, Josh.
He's never giving that shirt that letter back. He comes in and rocks the shirt here. The Warhammer hero. But you know what? Like, it's so just entitled to him because it's
What? They weren't.
yeah,
It's unreal, yeah.
because he's done a good. He doesn't talk up to himself, but he's done a good job here.
Nice.
I'm going to go with my tea, guys. To you.
Am I?
Yeah.
I was going to mine. I'm going to bail.
Yeah, we're going to shoot, guys, because we've actually got work to do.
No worries. Yeah, thanks for jumping in, guys.
Lovely having you both on. We need to get you on properly, though, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah,
watch me at work.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Great. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. See you later.
Take it easy.
Oh, fuck you, Lee.
Press it.
Top right. X. Top right. There you go. I don't know what's happened, but I can't see you, mate. Are you still there?
No, I'm not here at all, mate. I'm actually upstairs with Sam's mum.
Hey. So is it? Yes. Yeah, Josh, you are there next week, bruv. It'll be good to have you back on first time ever.
Looking forward to seeing you, bud, and chatting shite here as well. Yeah, I must say, this has been pretty successful tonight.
You know what? The odd chaos show, every now and again, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
And it's worth doing. Just because you get different people and you just 2 minutes, like, and pretty much everyone's been a previous guest, apart from Outrider Games, which I like. The fact that they were like, they jumped on and was like, hang on, isn't this Josh's week? It's like, no. But I love it. It's good fun. Because this is what we were doing at Christmas as well, wasn't it? When it was me, you, and
Ricky.
Richard.
Yeah. I think this is definitely you've been floating this idea for a bit, and I think it's definitely been worthwhile. But if anybody wants to jump in, still get time.
Yeah, man, we'll be on for another 15, 20 if you fancy it.
Yeah,
Do not.
100%. But I fucking need to get my fucking painting stuff out my office and bring it back into the living room and fucking get painting again, because
I haven't painted anything properly in ages. Like, I've been sitting here building stuff, but painting, just, I don't know. It's not like I've struggled. It's not like I'm not wanted to do it and I've just procrastinated and put it off. It's just like,
the weather's been too good though. I think we've been spoiled with the weather as well. Do you know what I mean?
you say that. It was absolutely thundering it and pissing it down all day in London today. So, you know, it's glorious sunshine up here. Only 100 miles away. Madness.
We're fucking Scotchy up here. I think our weather's taking a turn on Saturday. Oh, we will have repeat customers if you want to come back up.
No. Onana is near post. He's been done.
Up. If you want to join, send in a request, bud, and we will.
Yeah, we'll have anyone on. Like, you want to come back in, come back in.
The Jack Blacker of Yorkshire, the Blade Yorkshire Ripper.
Yorkshire Blade.
The Yorkshire Blade. There's a serial killer name if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Hey!
It's
There he is there.
I jump into my battery, guys. That's the thing I'll have, because I haven't got tons of battery, so I jump into my battery gives up.
Yeah, man. You're fucking brilliant.
Yeah. What did you have for your dinner?
I'm cooking now. It's a risotto.
Oh,
Fancy.
And it's one of the annoying ones where you got to stand over the bloody thing and stir it continuously. Kind of
Isn't that
wang it in
everything?
up. No, you can do oven baked risottos where you just put it in the oven in a casserole dish and it cooks it itself. They're my preferred ones because they don't take the watching like a naughty child.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you boys have seen this, but Tottenham are 1-0 up. And it's the worst goal I have ever seen.
It's the most Luke Shaw goal that Luke Shaw has ever scored.
And it wasn't even Luke Shaw scoring the goal. It's just...
It comes off of Luke Shaw.
It does come off of him, but it's just... And it also not...
I really want Tottenham to win it. Like, I really want Tottenham to win it.
Is that the Yorkshire in you? Just fucking United.
It's the Yorkshire in me. It's the Liverpool fan in me. It's the human being in me.
Right,
It's
so
not been a whiny little bitch in me.
why?
It's all those things.
Why do you support? You're from Yorkshire. There's a lot of.
Oh, here we go. Why do you support Liverpool? Because you're not from Liverpool.
Yeah, but so
why are you living in Ireland?
Why do I live in Ireland? But I'll tell you why I live in Ireland, mate. Because I came over for a wedding and I fucking stayed. Because I stupidly said to my wife, "Will we just stay?" And she went, "Let's go home and discuss this." I went, "If we go home, we'll not do it." And then we turned the car around.
Fucking hell.
What you're telling me is they took your passport?
Yeah. She was going to take away certain privileges which I enjoyed, and then when I get married, the privileges were taken away. That time was
right. So to answer your question, I've supported Liverpool since I was a kid, and I supported them throughout the times where we won absolutely nothing. They always make you nervous watching them, regardless of how good they are. They still make it a bit nervous. But I remember the days where you were playing the bottom of the league and you were just hoping for a draw.
But why Liverpool? Was it certain players? Was it a manager? Was it?
It was my dad. My dad supported Liverpool when I was a kid, and my mum and dad split up when I was 5 or 6, I think. And my mum's new husband was a Man United fan, and he wouldn't allow me to support Liverpool. I wouldn't allow anything in the house. And he was a proper, like your typical United are the best. Knobhead. One of them. But I'll tell you what was hilarious. When him and my mum, he had an affair, right? So my mum got all his memorabilia, all his programs, his signed stuff, everything. Shredded the lot. Did all of it. And I've never been so happy to see my mum fly into a rage. As I was at that time. You could hear it all landing at bottom of the stairs in pieces. It was absolutely brilliant.
No, it's just like some people like. I always ask people, why do you support a certain club if you're not from that area?
Yeah.
And it's just like, usually it's a player or their dad's favourite player went and played for them, and you ended up just following that.
Yeah. Well, I'm originally from Keighley, West Yorkshire. We don't have a football team that's of any note. The closest is Leeds, or Bradford, I don't want to support Bradford because it's Bradford. Leeds, all the Leeds fans I knew growing up were absolute hooligans. I mean, not all Leeds fans are. I'm not saying they are.
Yes, they are.
But the ones I knew
they
absolutely were.
All Leeds fans are inbred hooligans. I'm saying it.
Whoa, steady on with the inbred.
It's a Scottish football, so his opinion's null and void.
Your mother's your sister, and your dad is your wee brother.
Because Rangers and Celtics just walk in the park, innit? That game, it's absolutely calm as you like.
Yeah, listen, I don't support any of those two fucking ugly sisters, but you must admit, Scottish football does bring religion into it, so it's all good.
Well, they need to bring religion into it because the football itself shite.
Yeah, that's true. Because when I moved, obviously I'm not from fucking Ireland. So instead of people asking what religion you are, they ask you, who do you support? And I go, I support St Mirren, my local side. And they went, no, but who do you really support? I'm like, I support St Mirren. And then they go, yeah, but when Rangers are playing Celtic, who do you want to win? I'm like, it's usually just corners I want, to be honest with you, my football bet.
That's like this game. Like, I've got mates who are Tottenham fans, mates who are United fans. The best result for me right now is the stadium collapses. So, it's just like, the reality is, I think...
I forgot that was on tonight. I completely forgot it was on.
Oh, no, I haven't. Don't worry, I haven't. I am ready to go in on someone in a bit.
If you
But
turn on the TV, you'll see the goal for Spurs at half time.
yeah, it's on TNT, but in the UK, I actually just figured it out, Dunk, that if you sign up to TNT, they stream it for free. This and the Champions League final were free, so at least.
Oh, happy days!
Yes, I ain't got to pay 30 quid.
You've gone very quiet,
Yeah,
Casey.
your sound went weird there.
Yeah, oh, you know what it is. One of my mates is trying to do
There you go.
to my United friends and cuss them. That's what it was.
But you've got friends.
Yes, believe it or not, I've got a couple of friends not on the internet.
If you do Warhammer, are we allowed to have friends?
I have people I know. That's about it.
Yeah.
It's
all my friends like live down Yorkshire way from like school friends and stuff. They're all down that way, and I'm absolutely terrible at keeping in touch. Like my best mate from school, I was the best man at his wedding, and we were really good. I speak to him once every 18 months. Like I'm
also
really,
did
really
that
bad.
a bit.
Oh,
You are?
I am brutal for keeping in contact with people. Like, I don't even keep in contact with my daughters that often, and they, you know what I mean, and they live in England.
I was going to say they live with you like that.
I mean, you'd probably not talk to your son after tonight either, so that's probably a win-win.
Fucking fire starter.
I'm a bit like that. Unless somebody like makes contact with me, I don't generally. I'm very much a person like if someone's not in my vicinity, my immediate vicinity, I kind of forget about them a bit. Like you know what I mean? Not completely, but they're not in my immediate thing, so they're not at the forefront of my thoughts.
I'm like that. I've got a couple of WhatsApp groups with like my key mates and stuff. Like my mum will text me every now and again, but I don't specifically go out my way to message her unless there's something I need to talk to her about.
Yeah.
Like, she always has a little whinge. Like back when she'd call her mum in the 90s, like at least once every couple of days, just to check in and see how she is. She's like, none of you bastards call me. It's like, I don't need to. If something goes wrong, we'll find out from Dad.
My missus' mother, she sees her every day. They go off and do something like a walk and stuff, like almost every day, and it's like, it's just but they're all like they're dead close. When I first moved up here and met my wife, like I remember like her uncle like give me a hug when they were going, and I was like what? I was like it was so alien to me. I was like, what is going on?
I think if I went to hug any of my in-laws, they would beat me. So
or they would think that you're trying to stab them.
South London in here, so good for me fun. I'm not actually like that. If anyone listens, but at the same time, put your phones away when you see me.
Is it right, Casey? Is it as bad as all the social media and the news and everything try to make it out? Like the phone stealing and the crime and the right. So, yeah, okay.
No, you know what it is, though, right? You know what it is that I summarise this really well in work because obviously what I do involves policing and stuff.
Yeah.
But London as a capital city is any other city ramped up to 100.
Yeah.
Like Peterborough.
On amphetamine.
I think I read something the other day. It's like 10 miles wide, 5 miles across or something, maybe. Whereas London, where I used to live to get into the town centre, was 10 miles. And that I lived smack bang in the middle of one of the outer boroughs, and then there's still like another 4 or 5 miles to get out of that going the other way. So
it's mental because I've got some friends in Romford, and we used to go down and see them. A lass called Trudy, she had an asthma attack when she was a kid, and she was basically she can't move. She can talk, which can talk a bit, but she can't really move. And we met her in Lourdes when I was at school, and we used to go down and see her every year. And I went down for 40th birthday party a few years ago, and I got off the train at Liverpool Street, and I went and I got off. I'll get myself a sandwich, and I thought, do you know what? I'll walk to the next station. It can't be that far. My God. I felt like I was never going to get there. And I thought, oh, it's all right. I'll go to this underground. Surely that'll link to it. No, it doesn't. It's a completely different line.
Yep.
So I'm looking at
It's
it,
a madness.
the first one I could get onto it to get where I wanted to go was like 1,000 miles away. And I was carrying a bag. My feet were hurting. It stunk of rubbish. I couldn't see the sky.
Yeah, welcome to London.
I was like, this is awful.
Yeah.
I'm never coming here again.
But you know what, though? Like, there's people have been asking me since I've left London, what's it like? Do I miss it? There's times I do. There's times I don't.
Yeah.
Like, the bits I miss probably are being just that little bit closer to my mates because they were all within spitting distance when I used to live down there. But I don't miss how busy it is. I don't miss the sense of, oh, for fuck's sake, I've got to go here today and that's a rough bit. Or I'm going up into the town centre, I'm going to have to keep everything in my pockets because someone's going to ride past me and snatch something or pull a knife on me. Well, like, I sound like I am selling it short, but at the same time, when you leave it, you sort of realise, why did I ever not do this sooner?
Yeah.
I think you're oblivious to your own surroundings
Yep.
until you leave.
Yeah.
Like when I left my hometown to come to Donegal, like that used to seeing junkies and homeless people and wee bams and people with their tap staff in the middle of fucking November. That in Donegal, because we're quite rural, you don't see any of that. You don't see any junkies. You don't see people shoplifting and.
Well, yeah, it's like round. So when I first moved up here, I moved from Keith up to Cumbria, right? And it was like it's such a huge contrast. People don't lock stuff round here, and I couldn't handle that. I couldn't go to sleep at night because my missus didn't lock a door. I'm like, no, we have to lock the door. She's like, no, you don't need to. I'm like, you have to lock your door, and I couldn't handle it. It freaked me out. And then I lived in like a reasonably built up area, and it was like, and then I moved up here, and this is what you get compared to like a busy town.
That's mad. That's absolutely
Can you
stunning.
hear? And that noise, it's just birds, and it's like you get cars, and there's a road over there you can just about hear. And when you live in it, you completely forget how special it is. I mean, I don't own it. I'd love to own it, but I don't. When you go back to where you used to be, you think, Christ Almighty, this is this is so different, and it's just so beautiful around here, and like crime's not non-existent, but almost non-existent, and it's and it's going to change. It always does. You get and this isn't anything that with the current climate of how people are at the moment, but you get people moving from all over the country, and it just changes the feel a bit, and that's going to happen, and that is going to happen. But even on that basis, on that basis, it's still way below anything I'm used to from when I was younger. Still way below. And I think it's lovely, and I think people up here are pretty good now. When I first moved up here, it was rare old. I was working up here and went into a pub in Coniston, and everyone just stopped. Like, from like, what was it called? League of Gentlemen, where they walked in the pub and it just goes quiet and he goes, "Are you local?" It was literally like that. "Are you local people? It's a local shop for local people." And honestly, I thought they were all just going to start screaming like on the what's that film? It's like they all start pointing and screaming at them. Like Body Snatchers.
Body Snatchers, yeah.
I thought they were going to start doing that. I was like, oh my God. Like,
when I first moved to Ireland, I was supposed to go with my brother-in-law to go and watch Scotland v Lithuania, but he pussied out, and my wife was like, "On you go out." And I was like, "I'm not going to the pub myself into a town I don't know anybody. That's sad as fuck." And she went, "Well, you're not staying in here all fucking day. Go and watch the football." So I went to the pub, and you know that way where you don't have anybody to pace yourself with when you're drinking, right? So I ended up absolutely smashed out my face, and then I get refused to get served in a pub. So I went to another pub to prove that I could get served for some mad reason to myself. Anyway, I was walking back to our house, and I seen this wee park bench, and I was like, "I'm gonna sit here and take a wee break, a wee breather, a wee rest." I fell asleep, and I woke up about an hour and a half later, right? I was pure raging, but I was fortunate that I didn't wake up with a dick in my mouth, starved, or my food's gone. So I got
Or
to
all
the
three.
Yeah,
all
all
three.
three.
I got to the door, and the wife opened the door, and she's like, "Were you sleeping outside the Chinese?" And instant denial. No, it wasn't me. She went, "People were coming to my door, asking if you were all right." I'm like, no. But the thing is, about 8 people stopped and asked me if I wanted a lift up the road, and I'm like, I am not getting raped off of you, you fucking mad Irish bastard. But it's just different cultures, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, it's just such a contrast, and without getting too into it, the views of some of the people up here, without going, the same way it was, I found very shocking.
Yeah,
Considering the culture they lived in, I
yeah.
found it quite shocking the way they spoke about other people and that, and I
There's,
was
there's,
very,
pe-
very surprised.
there's people in the town that won't eat in the Chinese because they don't trust Chinese people, and
Yeah.
the Chinese in the town has been here 35, 40 years, and there's people that are younger than that who will not eat because of what their parents have said and all that. It's mental.
Yeah, honestly, and the stuff they were saying, and I was like, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You barely see anyone that isn't white in the town that they lived in, and the views they had. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I found it so shocking, so shocking.
Right, guys, I'm going to have to call it time there because she is due home, and I am getting update after update that her insulin is low. So I'm going to need to make sure that she gets a bite to eat when she comes home because her blood
Give her
sugar
some
levels
orange
are...
juice. Shove some orange juice in her face.
No, I think she's at foot party.
Chuck it at her. Chuck it
He's,
at her.
he's
Don't
just
don't even let her drink it.
If I did that, she would probably fucking stab me and then inject me with insulin and kill me.
But look,
Well,
this has been probably one of our best, I would say, and I think we should do it more.
Yeah,
I
100%.
I honestly think this is great because, like, as soon as when Sam was on and I was like Sam wasn't due on, and then when he said it was a free for all, I was like,
Listen,
I mean,
listen, Graham. When is Sam not fucking online on Instagram or fucking YouTube or Twitch?
He's never off it. I don't believe he's actually got real jobs.
Yeah, I'm
well,
pretty.
I'm not. I'm not. If I hadn't have seen his son, I wouldn't have believed he had a family.
No, that's true.
I don't believe he's 6 foot. He's different small dick. He's different small dick and small height energy. I'm saying he's 5'4" at a
And
push.
he's 5
No,
foot 4, and he lives in Munchkin.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the problem is because he's follicular challenged and he's starting to get a little bit paranoid about it.
No. I can't really go down that route myself. So I was thinning at the top.
Well,
Yeah.
just just
Can you send someone up to dunk?
hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. I just let it get it in its full glory. Let's just.
No, if I put,
See that?
he's back again.
That's a Head and Shoulders. That's a Head and Shoulders sponsorship waiting to happen, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera loves me. Somebody's got to tell the Sam.
Because he's worthless. Right, folks.
Anyway, it's been fun.
Yeah, guys, it's been absolutely great. Thanks to everybody who joined us.
I've got
except Sam.
3% battery left. I've managed to do it. 3%.
Right.
Well, you can give Sam's mum a wee FaceTime with the 3% that you've got left.
Yeah, this good looking. That's all she'll need.
Right, guys. Yeah, see you all next week. I will get
See you
this
later.
uploaded onto YouTube, and we're back next week with Warhammer Hero